1. Shall be generally similar in nature to the China Lake Demonstration Project. B. For purposes of subparagraph A, the China Lake Demonstration Project is the demonstration project that is authorized by Section 6 of the Civil Service Miscellaneous Amendments Act of 1983, Public Law 98-224, to be continued at the Naval Weapons Center, China Lake, California, and at the Naval Ocean Systems Center, San Diego, California. Three. If the Secretary carries out a demonstration project at a laboratory pursuant to paragraph 1, Section 4703 of Title V shall apply to the demonstration project, except that a. subsection d. of such Section 4703 shall not apply to the demonstration project. b. The authority of the Secretary to carry out the demonstration project is that which is provided in paragraph 1, rather than the authority which is provided in such Section 4703. And c. The Secretary shall exercise the authorities granted to the Office of Personnel Management under such Section 4703 through the Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering, who shall place an emphasis in the exercise of such authorities on enhancing efficient operations of the laboratory and who may, in exercising such authorities, request administrative support from science and technology reinvention laboratories to review, research, and adjudicate personnel demonstration project proposals. 4. The employees of a laboratory covered by a personnel demonstration project carried out under this section shall be exempt from, and may not be counted for the purposes of, any constraint or limitation in a statute or regulation in terms of supervisory ratios or maximum number of employees in any specific category or categories of employment that may otherwise be applicable to the employees. The employees shall be managed by the director of the laboratory subject to the supervision of the Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering. 5. The limitations in Section 5373 of Title V do not apply to the authority of the Secretary under this subsection to prescribe salary schedules and other related benefits. B. Designation of laboratories, Each of the following is hereby designated as a Department of Defense Science and Technology Reinvention Laboratory as described in subsection A. 1. The Air Force Research Laboratory. 2. The Joint Warfare Analysis Center. 3. The Army Research Institute for the Behavioral and Social Sciences. 4. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Armament Center. 5. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Army Research Laboratory. 6. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Aviation and Missile Center. Seven. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Chemical Biological Center. 8. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Command, Control, Communications, Computers, Cyber, Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Center. 9. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Ground Vehicle Systems Center. 10. The Combat Capabilities Development Command Soldier Center. 11. The Engineer Research and Development Center. 12. The Medical Research and Development Command. 13. The Technical Center, U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command. 14. The Naval Air Systems Command Warfare Centers. 15. The Naval Facilities Engineering Command Engineering and Expeditionary Warfare Center. 16. The Naval Information Warfare Centers, Atlantic and Pacific. 17. The Naval Medical Research Center. 18. The Naval Research Laboratory. (19) The Naval Sea Systems Command Warfare Centers. 20. The Office of Naval Research. C. Conversion Procedures. The Secretary of Defense shall implement procedures to convert the civilian personnel of each Department of Defense Science and Technology Reinvention Laboratory, as so designated by subsection B, to the personnel system under an appropriate demonstration project, as referred to in subsection A. Any conversion under this subsection 1. Shall not adversely affect any employee with respect to pay or any other term or condition of employment. 2. Shall be consistent with Section 4703 F of Title V. 3. Shall be completed within 18 months after designation. And 4. shall not apply to prevailing rate employees, as defined by Section 5342(a)(2) of Title V, or senior executives, as defined by Section 3132(a)(3) of such title. D. Limitation. The Science and Technology Reinvention Laboratories, as so designated by subsection A, may not implement any personnel system, other than a personnel system under an appropriate demonstration project, as referred to subsection A, without prior congressional authorization. B. Clerical amendment, the table of sections at the beginning of Chapter 303 of such title, as added by Section 1842 of the William M. Mack, Thornberry National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021, Public Law 116-283, is amended by striking the item relating to Section 4121 and inserting the following: 4121. Science and Technology Reinvention Laboratories, Authority and Designation. C. Conforming repeals. 1. Section 1105 of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2010. Public Law 111-84, 10 U.S.C. 2358 note, is hereby repealed. Two. Subsection B of Section 342 of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 1995, Public Law 103-337, 10 U.S.C. 2358 note, is hereby repealed. D. Conforming amendments. 1. Section 1601, F. of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2004, Public Law 108-136, 10 U.S.C. 2358 note, is amended by striking Section 342 of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 1995, Public Law 103-337, 108 Stat 2721, and inserting Section 4121(a) of Title 10, United States Code. 2. Section 1107 of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2008, Public Law 110-181, 10 U.S.C. 2358 note, is amended, A, by amending subsection A to read as follows: E. Requirement. The Secretary